The jade weapon is another thing that I'm like, oh, that's kind of silly. Like, it doesn't look good.
Controversial opinion. I think it looks kind of nice.
What?
I I think the jade weapons look kind of nice.
You go from
I
gold
like
to
green.
jade?
Well, look, gold's done. They did it. It's over.
Yeah.
There's no like, I guess diamond, shiny diamonds.
Yeah.
Bedazzle my guns. Sure.
Diamond, yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome in to episode 51 of the Mustache Ride podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, Sherman Cool, and this guy over here, that's my co-host, the Dirty Tooth. That's our co-host.
And I have
great
normal-sized arms, just like everybody else.
It's okay, man. If you have short arms,
they're not short.
It's okay.
They're not short though. They're normal.
I've got noodly arms, and I own it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's okay to have noodly arms. Nobody makes fun of like long Gumby arms, but people do make fun of short arms. Mine aren't short though, so you can't make fun of them.
Of course they're not. No,
anyway,
of course they're not. And we won't bring it up again. We record this show live twice a month, every other Saturday night, right here on YouTube, right here on Twitch, wherever you're watching live. Thank you for watching. A lot of people come throughout the night, and we appreciate you very much. Tooth, I have a question before we get started. What's your favorite lunch meat?
My favorite lunch meat?
Yeah, like sandwich meat.
We don't eat lunch meat in the house, and it's but if I had to pick one, I like Cajun turkey.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a good choice.
Yeah, I like a good thinly sliced Cajun turkey. There's a specific brand. It's Boar's Head. I don't know if you have that.
I've heard of it. Yeah,
it's good, solid.
Cajun turkey. I've heard of like a Santa Fe turkey or something like that.
No, this
Cajun.
is like, yeah, it's got like cracked pepper and like spices along the edge. It's good.
I'm gonna have to look for that. That sounds good. I was looking for salami. That's
the correct answer.
Well, yeah, but for me, yeah. Do you like salami?
I do not like salami. No.
You don't like salami at all?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
No, not a salami.
Just the flavor?
Yeah, I don't like the flavor.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Actually, it's a lot of like cured meats. I'm not really a big cured meat kind of person. Pepperoni gives me heartburn really bad. Like, I'll opt for other things.
Fair. Hey, Cajun turkey sounds really good. I think that's a good choice.
It's good. I would 10 out of 10 recommend if you get like the Longhorn, like the yellow circle cheese. You know what I'm talking about? You get that, the Cajun turkey, and then you slide in a piece of mozzarella in there too. Like if you like a lot of cheese, I like a lot of cheese.
Dang.
2 cheeses, the Cajun turkey, and you heat it up a little bit, a little melty cheese.
Yeah, you gotta toast the bread, heat up the meat and cheese. Yeah, you gotta.
What kind of bread?
You're like, I don't eat lunch meat.
We don't
sandwiches.
eat lunch meat, but if
here's
we
my
did,
gourmet order that I know like that.
Here's the thing, like we did eat lunch meat a little bit, and then like it wasn't too long ago we got some, and it had like, you know how like sometimes it has like an iridescent glow, like it has like the meat's kind of shiny. It's like from it's from the cutter, like it's from like like when they slice the meat and like the way they cure it. It's like it's a whole thing. It's pretty normal. Like roast beef has it. Like everything has this sort of like occasional like shininess to it sometimes, like processed meats, and that sort of grossed my wife out, and we haven't had lunch meat since then. Fair. It's kind of gross, but yeah.
Wow, interesting.
But what kind of bread?
I just had to ask because I had a salami sandwich on sourdough right before the show.
Sourdough. I love
some
sourdough.
cheddar cheese.
Cheddar cheese. Just a salami sandwich. I've never really heard of that before, actually. Just single salami. Most of the time, it's like it's an Italian. Like it's like got salami and prosciutto and pepperoni and all the different kinds of meats on it.
No, this is just salami. I toast the bread, heat up the meat and cheese in the microwave, and then slap it all together. Throw some mustard, mayo if you got it on the bread, salt and pepper. You're good to go. So
Mayo makes me throw up, but
fair.
so.
I love it. I think I'm not gonna eat mayo alone, like spoonfuls of it. But like, yeah, I'll have some mayo on my sandwich or on my corn on the cob. You know what I mean?
Okay. I'm not gonna
You ever
like.
have corn on the cob with mayo all over it, and then tahine and
No.
like a bunch of other delicious? Oh, dude.
No, I won't eat. I won't eat mayonnaise. The smell of it alone makes me nauseous.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, look, we have a lot to get into tonight. So I didn't mean
True.
to totally
We're not-
derail us right off the.
This
right off the
episode's
rip.
not about sandwiches. I mean, it sounds like it is leaning that way right now, but it wasn't. It wasn't planned to be that way. Just so you guys know.
No, but the plan is to continue on our Mustache Ride video game. So you guys know Mustache Ride. It's a big deal, and we want it to be worldwide. We want everyone to know about it, and we want to take people on a journey that can only be described as the ultimate Mustache Ride. And so Tooth and I, we decided to hire the best developers in the entire
Global
plane of
universe.
existence. Yes. To make us a video game, and it's really expensive, so we don't want this to flop. So we got to make these choices count. So far, we have a few elements of the game that we know of already. The genre is going to be an MMORPG. It's going to take place inside of a world giant person, and we're going to be tiny.
That sounds cool. That sounds cool.
It's going to have cel shaded graphics.
That's cool.
And last episode we talked about the camera style. And between then and now, it's been decided, voted on Twitter, that it's going to be a top-down isometric camera style, camera angle, which is kind of cool, kind of like Diablo kind of vibes.
Yeah, it's kind of Diablo vibey. I will say that like this could change. Like there's still 20 hours left in the poll. It's 60-40 right now. So there is time for all those other people out there. The body
hit us up on Twitter, go vote. You know, you could change things retroactively, and we'll be held to it. And
exactly
what the game becomes, it's up to you ultimately. Actually, it's up to us. We can veto anything we want. But you know, we have a lot of elements so far of the game. And so I'm excited for this episode. We're talking about what kind of music our game should have. So Tooth and I both brought an example of the kind of music, the style of music that we want our game to have. And so we're gonna present that to the developers and say, get this in the game or else you're fired.
Laid off. Mass layoff.
Mass layoff. Entire dev team. Yep. Scrap the whole thing. Forget it. Give me my money back. Yeah.
Exactly.
So Tooth, what you got for me, man? Oh, me?
I think you should go first. I feel like I always go first.
Yeah, I'll go first. I like mine. And so I'm excited to share it. And so you gotta let me set the scene for you though.
Set the scene. Although the scene is pretty set.
That's what I'm saying. It's a top-down point of view. Yeah. There's a nice wide angle. You can see a lot of the map on your screen at a time because it's a top-down isometric angle. Yeah. Cell shaded, so we got some nice thick black lines. Little people inside of a world giant, so we're inside of a person. So there's a lot of red and blood maybe, or sinew and muscle or bones, you know?
Yeah.
And so with that, I take you to my example of what I'd like to see in our game for music.
Okay. Let's take you to it. It's called Haunting Space Banjo.
Yeah, Space Banjo. I don't know how much of this we want to listen to just because I don't want to steal this person's work, but the YouTube channel is called Space Banjo. Yes, if you want to look this up.
We'll put it in the links below too.
Yeah. Kind of nice, right?
Yeah, it's like it's got like what do you think? Like this is this is the main travel music most of the time, you think?
Yeah, or at least in one area. Like you enter an area and you're seeing a lot of what there is to see. Yeah. And it's kind of like the backtrack to it makes me think of an adventure. It makes me think of the Outer Wilds actually. They kind of had a song similar. The Outer Wilds. and there's like this guy on a desolate planet playing a banjo off in the distance. And so it's kind of a good spacey vibe, but I figured uncharted territory within a giant person.
True. You know? I agree. I think it's like it's got a good vibe to it. I could imagine like how intense it could get. Like like if you're going towards a boss battle or something, like you could throw in a couple more instruments in there, you know, like a mandolin pops in, a violin, and you get the banjo, some like big rocking drums. Yeah. That could get pretty epic.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. I brought 2 because I'm an overachiever. So and these are based off of some old games, right? So first we're going with the Scape main, so the old RuneScape soundtrack. It's just got like, it's sort of like epic old trumpety, piano-y. I don't know. It's got like just a vibe.
Whoa. Yeah, that brings me back. It brings me back. I'm not gonna lie. I can remember my time in RuneScape. Yeah,
I never played RuneScape, but I've heard this song because it's just like one of those. It's one of those things. Next one, we got Tristram Village from Diablo 1. Just like classic, kind of acoustic guitar-y. Yeah.
Kind of ominous, kind of dissonant.
Yeah, right? I feel like it has that RPG, like, I mean, it is an RPG, right? It's Diablo. But it can get, like, I think it could have some good moments to it. But that's what I got for you. So.
That's not bad, yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny that we both gravitated toward Diablo, because I actually looked up Diablo 2 OST and found some pretty good stuff, but then on the recommended, I saw Space Banjo, and I was like, let me hear this.
I mean, you can't really go wrong with Space Banjo. I mean, it's good. I like it. So,
so are both of yours an option, or are you picking between one of them right now?
I think I'm gonna go with the Diablo, the Tristram Village music for Diablo. I feel like one, like, it's close-ish to like banjo, right? Guitar, banjo.
Yeah.
But I think it like has some merit to it of like how we could like partner the two, maybe.
Sure. That's actually fair. I feel like because there's so much music within a video game.
Yeah.
You don't have to pick one or one style. We can do more than that. So, but for the bit, we're gonna pick one.
We're gonna pick one, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Nice. So those are our picks for the music for our Mustache Ride video game. Next episode, Tooth and I are going to bring a few different characters to the show. We're going to have descriptions and just kind of describe briefly a few characters that we want to see in our game. Maybe our own character, maybe a couple of NPCs. So stay tuned for that. Our video game is coming together, Tooth.
I know. Pretty soon we're going to have a whole freaking video game, and we're going to have to release it probably when we develop it, you know? It's going to be good. People are going to want to play it.
It's going to be 8K, 60 frames per second, which is pretty cutting edge.
It will be cutting edge. You'll only be able to play it on, next gen consoles. Not not current gen. Not a Series X, not a PS5. Next gen.
We're talking about your Apple Vision Pro.
Yes, we are. You'll have to play it on your Apple Vision Pro.
And you'll have to look like an alien while you do it, too.
Yeah, well, I think that's just part of the Apple Vision Pro. You don't have to look
part of the game?
You don't have to look like an alien. It's just that's the whole selling point for the Apple Vision Pro. Is that you are an alien.
Look like an alien today for only $5,000 or whatever. Cool. Well, anyway, real quick housekeeping deals while my dogs are going nuts. Sorry if you hear my dogs through three doors. But we have a Discord. Our Discord is open. You can join our Discord. I'll put the link down in the description below. Join the Discord to get updates on the episode and suggest topics, an easier way to send in topic suggestions to us. We also put out a bunch of shorts on YouTube, and you should go watch those because it's like watching our episode, but
shorter
in small chunks.
Yeah, but shorter. Yeah,
but shorter, more digestible. And then finally, we have a Patreon. We actually have a Patreon now.
Yeah.
We have one piece of content on the Patreon right now because we just opened it up. But we're recording something really soon, this week probably, another video for the Patreon. So consistent content on that baby. And we're also uploading on YouTube very soon too. We're recording for YouTube before the Patreon. So there's an order of operations, and we're just making it up as we go along.
That's true. And we might change the order of operations.
Here. Yeah.
When you go to the Patreon, you can learn more about it and the type of content that you might be able to see. We did a lot of work on an about video for the Patreon. So if you go there, join as a free member, you'll be able to see that. A preview of the content that we made also. And go check out the intro video because it's really good, and we had some of our biggest fans talk about the episode. So
yeah, we got a few horses. Yep.
A few horses. Yeah.
Cool. Well, Tooth. Yeah, we have a lot to talk about actually, but it's not nothing too crazy. A couple things I want to bring up, couple things you want to bring up. But before we do any of that, how the heck are you, my friend?
Not too bad. I'm doing all right. It's the weekend. I love the weekend. It's my favorite time of the week. My least favorite time is Tuesday. And yeah, it's a good weekend so far. I released one of my first, I would say, not my first long form piece of content, but like my first not specifically directed at something long form piece of content. So I did a Minecraft video, released it. It's on the YouTube right now, not on Mustache Ride YouTube, my YouTube. And it's a battle to the end in Minecraft. It's pretty epic. My friend Alan started a survival multiplayer world, and we just beat the end of it, which, spoilers, there's an end to Minecraft, and you beat it, and there's a dragon and all sorts of stuff. You can still play it after that, but anyway, it's a pretty, I like the video, so I think you should go check it out.
Yeah, agreed.
It's fun. And I've been playing Minecraft as a result of that video, obviously. That's how I got the content to make it, which has been pretty fun. I'm trying new stuff in there. Like this time I didn't build something specific. I was trying to go more towards trying to grind for things, like getting specific items that I wanted, things like that. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun playing it. I'm newer to Minecraft. I've only been playing it for a few years, so it's still solid to me. Like, I'm not jaded like all the other Minecrafters out there. So
is that the sentiment? Like people are like, oh, screw Minecraft. I Mojang doesn't even care about us.
I don't know if it's like that. I think people are just are over it. Like they're over their Minecraft adventures, which is fine. But for me, it's it's all new. There's places I haven't even been yet before, in game. So I'm into it still. Nice. Yeah. I've also been working on updating my Twitch alerts. So I am switching over from Stream Elements to the native Twitch alert platform, which is very intuitive and very nice. And I'm just trying to update them a little bit and change them up to something that's I don't know, more customish, something more that's my vibe. And so I've been going through and switching out all those, which is really cool. But it's also made me think about wanting to update my branding and some emotes and I don't know, all the typical stream stuff that you never think about that we should think about. And then you start thinking about it and you can't stop thinking about it because you just want to change it all. But you're how do I change it all? You're trying to beat down the doors of these graphic artists that always come into your stream that you're get out of here. I don't need you. Look at all the stuff I already have. And then you're oh, wait, I do need you. Come back Come back, but not you.
Yeah,
But not you. But not
right.
you. Like you. I want you, not you, kind of thing. I don't know who to work with. I don't know what the branding needs to look like. I don't know what I want to do. So
It's also overwhelming. Yeah.
yeah, it's overwhelming.
Hard to choose.
It is really hard to choose. I'm getting back into like my end game of God of War Ragnarok. I'm probably like a little close to 3/4, I would say, maybe do it.
Okay.
So I'll be finishing it soonish. We got that stream coming up on Tuesday, Eastern time. So tune in for that one. It's getting pretty epic. The story in that game is so good. I know I've talked about it 100 million times, but it's good. It's one of the best that I've played. And it's like, I don't know. It's one of the best pieces of content gaming wise out there that I've seen in a long time. There's just so much stuff to it. The universe is like big and small at the same time. The lore is huge. And I'm excited to see where it goes from there.
It's so good. Ragnarok's amazing.
It's good. It's a good game. I'm excited to keep going with it and beating it. Yeah. And I'm trying to be more consistent through February and March. That's my goal. So streams the whole time. Not like every day, but like, you know, every day I'm streaming, I'm actually streaming. So
yeah,
it's good.
That's awesome.
That's a good plan.
That's a good goal.
Yeah, I feel like I needed it. Like I fell off a little bit, just, you know, like you work every day and like sometimes you get home and you're like, oh my God, like I gotta make dinner, I gotta do this thing, like I gotta wash clothes, I gotta shower, I gotta sleep, I gotta stream, I gotta think about all these things. And sometimes it's just like you don't want to do any of those except sleep. Yeah. And then like do it again the next day. So yeah,
you gotta take your foot off the gas a little bit here and there.
Oh yeah, but it don't.
Now your foot's on the gas.
My foot's on the gas. I'm going full speed.
Nice.
Right into the next thing, which is talking to you about what you've been doing.
I've been doing some stuff, man.
Anything? Any stuff?
Yeah, last weekend we had some big storms in my area, and so what's funny is that a lot of my area lost power for like a day or two or three. But my house, like we were on a little island of power. I don't know how, but we didn't end up losing power like everyone else around us.
That's nice.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
But we still lost internet because I guess the internet stations near me lost power. I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
But we lost internet, and so we were out of internet for like 2 days. It's not the end of the world. But it got me thinking because I was looking for things to play.
Yeah.
And I fire up my Xbox and there's nothing I can play. Like a lot of my games are downloaded from Game Pass, which needs to check in with the server to confirm that you're a Game Pass guy. A lot of my games are downloaded otherwise, and still somehow I couldn't find a single one that I could log into or like play without having an internet connection. And I was like, what the heck, man? So I went to my discs, my drawer with my Xbox One discs, which feels so ancient. It's all dusty. Had to and like, you know, pull it out of the depths. And so I ended up pulling out Dark Souls 2.
Nice.
And I played that for like 10 minutes and then quit. and then I pulled out the old Analog Pocket.
How many deaths in 10 minutes?
Oh, maybe 10.
10, yeah. One per minute.
Maybe like 7.
That sounds right. 1 per minute. From what I've compared, watching other people play it, yeah.
I was doing well for a minute, and then I died, and then I don't know, I just kept dying, and I don't even know where to go, and so I quit. Yeah. And then I was like, well, what the heck am I going to play with no internet? I'll turn off the Xbox. Don't even know what I'm going to do with that. Pull out the Analog Pocket. I try to show this baby off every chance I get, really.
When you remember
I pulled out
that
the Analog Pocket. Yeah, exactly. And whenever I actually do use it. But I started playing Mega Man Battle Network 4, Blue Moon. This is a OG nostalgic game for me. It's a good one. It's a Game Boy Advance game, and I played for a while over that weekend with no internet, and then I kind of continued playing. That's why I'm bringing it up, is because I keep playing. I was playing a lot today, and you know what happened?
What?
You probably do. You might have seen my
don't.
Discord post.
Oh, I haven't.
I was playing like a lot this morning, and
Too much?
I lost. I hadn't died. My Mega Man didn't die the whole game up until now, and so I haven't been saving much.
Oh
And I
no.
died.
And you lost it, all of it?
And I lost a lot of progress. A lot of progress. Like
Oh.
all today, all this morning that I played, all gone.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking I was big man in the house. I thought I was
Yeah.
big man gamer,
That's what
top
you
of the
get.
mountain, only halfway up kind of guy. That's what
Yeah.
I thought.
You were
So I
halfway
go into
up.
this battle, and it's so funny actually. We don't need to get too into it. But I go into this battle thinking I'm big man.
Yeah.
And turns out I'm little man. I'm little
Yeah.
man, and
Little
I get
Mega Man.
bombarded. This chick killed me, bro. So I wasn't prepared, and I died.
No.
And I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know when I'll go back to it. I'll probably never go back to it. I'll probably never ever play it again. Oh my god, I lost so much progress.
You were halfway up to the top of the mountain, and now you got booted all the way back halfway down. That's crazy.
That's right. So
It's a bummer.
moving on from that, I don't even want to think about it. Steam Next Fest is happening right now, and there's a lot of demos available. And I've downloaded quite a few, like 6 or 7. I've gotten around to playing one of them, and that was Pacific Drive. So I played this last night on my stream. Yeah, Pacific Drive. It's a game where you're driving your car down the road, and then some weird stuff starts happening, and then there's a big bright light over to your right. Your car breaks down, and then the big bright light starts sparking and pulling you in, and you end up going into the big bright light with your car and everything. Okay. And then you wake up and you're inside the exclusion zone, some sort of like cordoned off big area.
Exclusion zone. That sounds kind of crazy.
That you're not supposed to be in because some anomalous stuff happens within there. I don't know all the details. It's just a demo.
Okay.
But the gameplay is you have a car. The car is special somehow within the exclusion zone. There aren't really very many working cars. So you're driving around these roads. Your car breaks down. You got to, break down the broken down car on the side of the road, steal its fuel, make some new parts, fix your car, keep going. And then your ultimate goal is to try to escape that exclusion zone.
Okay.
And it's kind of fun. I'm not going to lie.
Looks kind of nifty.
It's a little bit complicated. There's a lot of systems.
Yeah. It looked cool, and now it looked complicated right there.
It's kind of complicated.
That map looked complicated.
It's the kind of thing where once you know what the game wants from you, it's a lot easier to execute. It's a lot easier to like go from thing to thing. But a couple things about it, the UI is a little bit tough to read. I think they could bump up the text size a little bit, and then maybe add some more colors in there, color code some things, because I pull it up and I'm
holy
like,
crap,
confused.
The car seems, it just drove into that thing and it seems small. The car seems small now, like it's itty bitty, like a Matchbox car.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. It's a normal sized car during the demo, so that's all I know.
Well, it could,
and there's upgrades for your car too, and special abilities that you can unlock for your car. That you don't unlock anything during the demo in that regard, but
it's kind of cool. February 22nd.
Yeah, February 22nd. I'm excited about it. I'm working on. I'm gonna put out a little video on my time in the demo, so I'm kind of excited to get that out, and then I'll probably be buying and playing the full game on the 22nd when it comes out. So that's Pacific Drive.
Yeah. You get a pre-purchase deal right now. $26 pre-purchase.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm kind of committed now.
Yeah, now you have to, you already said you were going to play it, so it's on sale. Might as well buy it right now.
I just might have to do that.
Should we stop the episode?
No.
Oh,
no, that's okay.
It's not that, you don't love it that much. Okay. All right, continue.
No. Final thing, Overwatch. I've been playing Overwatch. That's normal. Yada yada. I've been playing a lot of Overwatch. It's like the last, I think tomorrow or maybe Monday, they're changing the game. there's a huge rework coming. So I've been playing Overwatch with that in mind lately, thinking like this is like the last of this version of Overwatch that I'll be able to play. Like I didn't think about that too much when Overwatch 1 turned into Overwatch 2
because
I
it
didn't
didn't
think about it
change.
enough.
Yeah.
It did. Well, it changed. It did change. It's still Overwatch, but it did change
Not that much.
in some big ways. They took away game modes. They changed up heroes. They took away a whole person on a team. There's a lot to it. And I didn't think when Overwatch 1 went away, I wasn't like, my last moment in Overwatch 1, you know?
Yeah.
And now this new rework that's coming to Overwatch, I'm going into it thinking like, you know, I have been enjoying my time in Overwatch 2 here and there, you know? And this is the last time I'll be able to play this version of it because it's about to change permanently.
Yeah.
At least it's never going to be the same again. It's going to be changed and then tweaked, changed and tweaked. So it's interesting. I love Overwatch, so I'm excited to see what this big rework brings to the table.
Yeah, I feel like they should have probably thought about this before they made Overwatch 2. And maybe this could have been
part of
Overwatch 2. Like that could have been it. Cause a lot changed. Yeah, they took one person away, but like it still didn't feel like a 2. Like it didn't feel like a new game. It felt like the same game, but like I don't know, less good to play somehow. And I feel like a lot of people were just like, oh, like they would have been okay with being like, oh yeah, we messed up, we're gonna roll that back, and Overwatch 1's back, sorry about that, and we'll take a little bit more time to work on it. I think people would have been like, okay, fine, here's some new,
I don't know,
here's some new content for the Overwatch 1 instead of releasing that. I feel like that would have been better. Like, here's new stuff.
If you backtrack. I don't know if you wishy-washy, flip-floppy, put something out and then take it away and then put it out again and expect people to buy it or buy into it again.
That's sort of what they're doing right now.
You got to commit.
They're doing that right now.
They're not changing the name again, though.
No, they're not changing the name again, but it's like, oh, we should have done all this. Sorry about that. And then like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what it's going to be like. Like it's worrisome. Like with the layoffs that they had, like who's there, who's working on the game. Like, is it going to feel the same? Like there's a lot of other studios that are doing similar reworks. Like we've talked, like offline, we talked about Apex and like, making similar changes. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know how it's going to be. I don't know how good it's going to, like, I feel like it's the amount of changes they're making, which is like includes like health, includes like hitboxes, includes firing.
Yeah. Do you want to just get into this next topic? Do you want to pull up the article? Because there's a whole list, man. It's a lot, but there's a lot of changes, and I just don't know how much different it's gonna feel. I know the whole point is to make it more accessible. The whole point is to like make it to where a casual player can still have fun, which I always thought a casual player could have fun, but they're talking about how it's hard to hit people because the game's too hard, and we need to make it, I don't know, more the individual can sustain themselves longer, they don't die so much or something, and I don't know how necessary that is.
I don't know about all of it. Like I'm like scrolling through some of it, like and we'll talk more about this. But I think, just like revitalizing Overwatch 2 experience, right? Like that's what they're talking about. The competitive experience, I think all of that's kind of good. Like I like the good hard reset. Like I don't mind any of that. I like more of the transparency that they're gonna have. Like within this,
I like
the rank promotion progress seems better.
Mm-hmm.
They're adding the new rank, which is Champion 1, which seems that seems weird. Like I don't know what that is. Like I know Stylosa mentioned like you'll still have top 500. Like where does this like rank in there?
Right.
Like I don't know. Like that seems like a weird addition to me. Like nobody was ever complaining like, oh, I wish there were like 6 more ranks that we could like grind to. Like nobody's making Champion 1 like that's normally playing this game, right? Like it's the people in top 500 or like top 1,000. Those are the people getting champion 1. Like I felt like that was an unnecessary thing. Maybe I'm like out of pocket for that. I don't know, but it seems unnecessary. The Jade weapon is another thing that I'm like, oh, that's kind of silly. Like, it doesn't look good.
Controversial opinion. I think it looks kind of nice.
What?
I think the Jade weapons look kind of nice.
You go from gold to green. Jade?
Well, look, gold's done. They did it. It's over.
Yeah.
There's no, like, I guess shiny diamonds.
Yeah.
They dazzle my guns. Sure.
Diamond, yeah.
But you can't keep going up. They got to pull it back and then go up from there, because they blew their load. Okay, with gold, they blew their load.
They're wishy-washy. They're going back.
They got to go back. They got to reel it in and then go from there. Build up from there.
Oh, where do you go
Jade,
from
I think,
here?
is an okay to start. After Jade,
bronze.
I don't know, man.
Silver.
I don't have the answers. Okay, I'm just saying I like that green. I think that green looks nice, and I think it's kind of pretty. And I'll probably still use gold guns over Jade, but it looks kind of nice, and I'll buy them.
I feel like they could have
points.
I feel like they could have went with something like, I don't know, like sapphire, or I feel like there has to be something that's like really distinctive from the my problem with the gold guns is that some of the skins like that you could get, the gold guns were like didn't really show up very well. Like, it didn't make a lot of sense. They weren't they weren't different enough. I feel like they needed to be like different. Like, they're totally changed, and the green is not like the next thing. I don't think, like,
not a big enough difference for you.
No, like, I feel like it needed to be more like, I don't know, like pearlescent, or like, I don't know, like galaxy. Like, I don't know, like, it needed some animation in it. Like, it needed something cool.
Yeah.
Like I feel like in Valorant, like when you had the weapon skins, like those are cool. Like, some of them are cool. You know,
they're also paid like money for. They're money paid for.
True, but you're like grinding this. Like, it's like, you know, you're playing a lot
hard.
of the game. It's hard. Mm-hmm. It's hard to get them. But
hard to get them. But I don't know. Anyway, I don't mind it. I think I'll buy them and maybe even use them here and there. But
you know, that's you. But the biggest things are the core gameplay changes, right? So these are like we mentioned, making your shots feel good to hit. Which honestly, like, I'm not opposed to that. Like, there's games like Apex is one of those games. Like, when you hit the shots, like, it feels like you're hitting the shot. There's a couple other games that are like that too. I feel like, not to go back and like to a game that's dead, but like Star Sea's Dead Zone, I thought felt good when you were hitting your shots, like in the early release, like that. Yeah. I thought like all of that felt good, and so I think this is okay. But I'm worried about some of it, like.
Well, the projectile size changes are really worrisome, because Widowmaker is going to have a bigger bullet now. Hanzo is going to have a bigger arrow now.
The Widow.
What the heck are we thinking?
The Widow bullet's going to be the size of Orissa's javelin, and it's just, I feel like they need to add something that's like a dodge now. Like, you can dodge the bullet like this. Strife to the side.
Yeah, some matrix,
matrix thing to like get rid of these like giant cannonballs that are coming at you. Like, I think like and 0.08, like, I don't know, I'll have to see that. I don't know what that means. It's so like obscure. Like, I don't know what the size is now. I'm not into that like nitty gritty of the game, so I don't know how big of a change that really is.
And how does the size of the projectile, the size of the projectile relate to like how much more damage is done? Obviously, bigger projectile size, more damage done. Higher health pools also as a part of this update. Yes. And so like, where's that balance? Like, how do they're going to find out really quick if that higher projectile size, if they bumped up the HP enough or not. Yeah. Because either everyone's going to be super spongy now, or everyone's going to die super fast, and there's going to be like a few standout Widowmaker, Hanzo, standout heroes that, you know, can just crush.
But I'm wondering, like, is this, I'm like looking at like 150 to 175, 25 HP. Like, next up is 50, next up is like 75 to 100. Like, does this just like cancel it out? Like, is this even a change? Like it's so hard to tell right now because we're not into it, but like I have this like sneaking suspicion that like nothing changes. It's just like it's not any less balanced, or like it's not any more balanced. It's like you're gonna have your like people that are like, oh, this person is way better to play now because of this thing, but like it doesn't change that much. I just feel like it's gonna make everybody
I'm not
really
missing
selfish.
my shots. I'm not
True.
missing my shots as much.
I mean,
but
you're probably
I agree
still
with the
missing
selfish statements.
Yeah, you're probably still missing your shots, but not everybody is missing their shots now.
Yeah, you're right. I wonder now. I remember when Ilari came out, her projectile, the size of her projectile for her main weapon was large.
That's true.
And I wonder. I want to go back and look how much they decreased that, because I really noticed that change.
Yeah.
And if it was 0.08 or whatever, then maybe we're really going to notice the change on a lot of these heroes.
Yeah, you might. I think it's very possible. I think the biggest ones are the ones we're talking, like Widow, like Ash could be a big one. Like some of these ones could be like really big. But yeah, I think like going forward a little bit, I think the selfishness is where like I really start to get worried. And I think the biggest criticism for like some of the early stuff, like Bastion self-healing, like Roadhog self-healing, like it made those characters really selfish, pull away from the team a lot. Like it made the team fights really hard. Like all of these things that are like that people in like the top 500 or champion one like don't have to worry about because like they know how the game works. But for us like peons in like gold, like we're gonna have people just like off, like wandering around, like doing their own thing, and it's already like that now. It's going to be even worse if that player doesn't need to rely on a healer or doesn't need to like rely on being near to the team.
Right.
I worry about that.
We'll see. I don't know. I mean, we don't need to keep going on this.
I worry about
this topic. We don't want to beat a dead horse, you know, but we'll just have to wait and see. It's coming in just a couple days. We'll be getting a big Overwatch update, and maybe we'll bring it back up next episode and see how we like it so far.
Yeah, or hate it.
Yeah.
Or deleted Overwatch. Quit playing it. Switch to Teamfight Tactics 2.
Is there a sequel?
No.
Oh. Have you ever played Teamfight Tactics?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you like auto battlers?
I like them. Yeah. I like playing them for like when I first got into it. I liked it a lot, and I feel like that's a good game mode to switch into instead of playing like a game like Overwatch or any shooters at all. Like something that's systematic, something I can understand and not have to worry about changes that much.
It sounds to me, this isn't an ad, but it sounds like you're promoting our video game that we're creating. So
yeah,
just wait, however long it's gonna take, and you'll have that perfect game that you're describing.
That one perfect game. Yeah, that's what I really want.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Speaking of perfect games, I figure we could bring it up. I don't know how much we want to talk about it here, but this whole Microsoft rumors of Microsoft putting all their exclusive games on other platforms and stuff. What are your thoughts on this? It's been going around, and we're Xbox fans. I feel like we should have a take. I have a take.
Yeah. So here's my take. I think people are like, all right, I think people are blowing it out of proportion right now. Like, we don't know what it is. Mm-hmm. And it's even been said by the head honcho himself, you don't know what it is yet. They're going to address it too. Mm-hmm. I watched a really good video, and I can share that video, but it was from Game Pass Dad released a video about it and sort of like brought it all together, like all the things that have been said. And like, I agreed with the take that it is just like, it's a lot of hype right now. And I think it's just like this, like, the PlayStation people are eating it up. But I want everybody to remember that just because Xbox brings an exclusive to PlayStation, or like bring some of these games over to PlayStation, doesn't make PlayStation any better. They still haven't released very many good games. So like, I don't understand like what the, like, I think the biggest problem that I see is that this is going to mean that nobody has to make good games anymore. They'll be on all the platforms. We'll see a lot more bad games come out. That's my fear with people taking away like exclusive games. There's no battle to be the best. They're on all the platforms. They'll hurry up and release them. They'll be terrible. It'll be like Cyberpunk Day 1 releases like 6 times a year. Like that's what it'll be like.
Yeah.
It's already like that.
I don't know. I just worry because there's a lot of third-party developers and publishers that put their games out everywhere, and they're big and huge and awesome. Like think about Hogwarts Legacy. You know, it's like that game came out everywhere: PC, Xbox, PlayStation. I don't think it came out to the Switch. I don't know that, but
I think it was slated to.
But man, that thing was successful, even despite all the drama beforehand and you know, on the lead up to it. And so I don't know. Like I think there is an idea, like the competition kind of thing, or like, you know, we have the best stuff on our console. No, we have the best stuff on our console. I think there is something to be said about that. My take is just that it's just certain things might come to PlayStation, like maybe these newer acquisitions like Activision Blizzard and Bethesda and stuff. Maybe some of those titles will go to PlayStation. But I think the main first party Xbox like Halo, Gears of War, I don't think they're going to put them on any other platforms. I think that's full rumor speculation.
Yeah.
I think they're going to keep those and maybe, I mean, still put them on PC. But, you know, that's pretty multi-platform.
But even if they did, like, what is that? Like, there's not a new Gears game. Like, there hasn't been a new Gears game in a long time. Like, people have been speculating it. The Halo Infinite was sort of a flop. So what does it matter if you bring it to PlayStation now? Like, is that the kind of content that people...
the Master Chief Collection.
Yeah, the Master Chief Collection. But still, like, it's like people aren't playing Halo like they once did. So, like, people are talking about, like, taking old exclusive games that the audience is like slowly dying away because new content's not coming to it, like successful content anyway. I don't know. Like, I feel like the more important thing should be like criticizing that very few good games come out a lot. Like very few, even third party. Like there's just not that many like great games that come out that like rival some of the original exclusives that happened, like Gears when it came out, Halo when it came out, like all these things that are like, holy crap, like this is like game of the century. Like it's not
boundary pushing.
Nobody's pushing any boundaries. They're just like the games are the same. Like I feel like that's what we should be like talking about. And I feel like whatever Xbox does, it doesn't sound like they're doing that, which is a bad thing. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
PlayStation's not doing it either, though. So,
I think if anything, timed exclusives are the thing that's going to happen. Maybe for everything moving forward, sure. But if it's like, you know, a year and a half after it comes out on Xbox, whatever, man, do whatever you want with it. I don't care.
Yeah.
But I guess because a lot of people are struck with, you know, their pride takes a hit with rumors like this. Just rumors.
Just rumors.
Think about that. Rumor. They're just rumors. Nothing's confirmed, and their pride is taking a hit. They're throwing their Xboxes in the trash can. They're making big decisions based on rumors because we want to know what's going to happen. You know? I feel like as an Xbox fan, I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. When it didn't strike me as hard, but I think that when it's almost like devaluing the choice I made. Like I was told one thing about your Xbox console, so I bought it. And now, I don't know, however long later, you're telling me another thing about how my purchase, like I didn't have to do that. The bottom line, PlayStation still has exclusives. Say everything on Xbox comes to PlayStation, PlayStation still has exclusives. So there's still a reason to buy that box over buying the Xbox box. And so it's almost like it would be throwing a big bone to PlayStation after Xbox or Microsoft just hit them with a haymaker with this big acquisition. Yeah, it's like picking them back up off the ground and patting them on the back, saying, "Hey, but you can have all of our games anyway." That just doesn't make business sense. They won't do that. That's not happening.
It doesn't make a lot of sense. I will say that like there is just like a pandemic problem in gaming, which is like there's no there's no, it doesn't seem like there's a grind to be the best thing anymore. Like I feel like it's just that doesn't exist there. And now it's just like these two parties of like fans just like bickering back and forth about which one's the best. Meanwhile, they're both of them are like, yeah, like maybe we do just share back and forth and let's like capitalize on this. Like I don't know. Like
do that.
It's just weird. Like all of it seems so weird. It is rumors. I don't know. Like Game Pass is still the best value out there. Whether people want it, like even if all of those exclusive come to PlayStation, and you have to pay for them,
cheaper.
It's still cheaper to have the Xbox and play them on Game Pass. I have them on my computer. Like I have them everywhere.
But the moment your internet goes out, bro,
you're dead.
You're video gameless.
You're dead.
And you're going to wish you had that PlayStation and all those discs. And all the while, over here in the corner, we got freaking Nintendo just doing their thing, grinding along. We got Nintendo. And it's like Nintendo has always done their thing. Has always done whatever they want to do. They always come out with a console with a little bit of a gimmick here and there, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference. It might even help their sales and their business.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe the way I see it is Xbox is kind of paving the way for the future, and that's kind of like that's so. This word always escapes me, but it's very nose in the air thing to say. But I like if you look at the facts, like maybe PlayStation's pushing boundaries in the way of like single player narrative based like action games, like these third person games like The Last of Us, God of War Ragnarok. Like those are pretty boundary pushing in regards to storytelling.
Yeah.
I think Microsoft is really boundary pushing in regards to multiplayer and ease of access. And they might not have the best story games. They might not have the best, individual games in general, but the sheer numbers, it's quantity over quality. But then they still have quality here and there, and so I really think they're paving the way for the digital future, which is a scary future to me because I'm not a big physical guy. I don't have a lot of physical copies of video games. Less and less every day, and a digital future is a little bit. It's a future that scares me a bit.
Yeah, I'm sort of like I'm on board. Like as soon as I didn't have to buy a physical game, I didn't anymore. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Like, I don't mind that. I sort of, like, go all into, like, I lean into it because I don't want to be that, like, I don't want to get to that point where I'm, like, so afraid of, like, moving on to the next thing. And, like, I'm over here playing my GameCube because I can still get me some GameCube discs. Like I'm not going to play my original Xbox. Like, I'm going to download the Xbox game that I want on Game Pass if it's there and play it on there. Like, I don't know. Like I feel the physical game thing doesn't bother me at all. I don't care. Like I don't care if they ever make a disc. The hype of going to a game release is over. It's been over for It's been over for years.
Yeah. It's a nostalgic thing.
Yeah, people just want it to be here, but like, be for real. Like, when's the last time you went to a GameStop? Like into the GameStop? Like I would like I don't know, like maybe I'm like out of pocket. Like I haven't been to a GameStop in I don't know, a long time. Years.
I think I went a few times last year.
Yeah, it's not as hype anymore. Like you don't need to be there. The game releases aren't as cool. Like I don't know, like that time is over.
I just worry about our internet infrastructure is not really like I feel like we're constantly advancing right up to where our internet can handle, and then our internet, we get gigabit and now we're like, okay, now 4K, 8K. And it's like, how much higher up can this threshold go?
Yeah.
We need a new advancement in the internet to be able to take advantage of all these technologies and things. Cause I just worry, I don't know. I can't imagine a time when I don't have internet. But what if I move and I have crappy internet all of a sudden?
Or like your internet goes out. like that.
Yeah, or my internet goes out. I can stand a couple days playing Dark Souls 2, just dying over and over.
Yeah.
I didn't, but I could. Surely I could if I had to. But I bought it on sale. I know it's like the worst Dark Souls game. I bought it on sale at GameStop, mind you, for like $7. Not bad.
Not bad.
Find me a actually, you could probably do that. A digital version, a downloaded version of Dark Souls 2 for cheaper. Might be able to find it.
Maybe. Yeah, I will say, like, somebody mentioned like that they should be cheaper. The game should be cheaper, and I kind of agree with that. Like, if it's a digital only game, that should definitely be cheaper. But going back to Xbox and what's hurting it, I think, is that PlayStation is making leaps and bounds in their consoles, and they're doing a good job. Like, the PS5 was great machine. Yeah. The PS5 digital, significantly cheaper, same machine without the disc drive. The Series X did not do that. Like, the Series X, great machine. Series S, not that much cheaper, not the same machine, not the same console. Everything was different about this console, and the price wasn't that much different. But it was digital. It was. Not that much.
The Xbox Series S is like hundreds of dollars cheaper.
Yeah, but the difference of like the quality of it doesn't match up to the price difference, like compared to the PlayStation. The PlayStation 5 is the same exact specs, digital or physical, same exact specs. The Series S and the Series X are like a totally different console. Like, they're totally different.
I've heard the Series S is pretty impressive overall. I don't have a Series S. I have the X, so I can't really speak too out of turn. Yeah. But I've heard people are really impressed with that thing.
I guess if you're comparing it to your Xbox One, but like, the Xbox One is not very good.
I think they're comparing it to the price and the price of the Xbox Series X.
Yeah,
like the price that you get, that's still a pretty powerful digital console. But the PlayStation digital version, it is a 1-to-1 spec wise. Yeah, it just doesn't have a disc tray.
They did it right.
So yeah,
PlayStation did it right. Xbox did.
And was it that much cheaper? I don't remember how much the PlayStation 5 digital version was. Was there like the same difference in cost between the Xbox Series X and the S? Because I know PlayStation had they didn't always have their pricing right,
Yeah. So right now,
I think the PlayStation 3 era was like $600 or something like that for the PlayStation. Crazy.
Right now, the PlayStation 5, you can get it for. Come here. I want to buy now. Buy now. Give it to me now. Where's the price of it? Oh my God.
I think it was like 500 something.
There's no prices.
Where are you at? What are you looking at?
PlayStation's website is atrocious.
You don't buy a PlayStation from their website.
All right, so the PlayStation 5 the PlayStation 5 is $500 right now.
Right now.
$500 right now. And it's $100 difference, $399.99 for the digital version. Same exact machine, minus the disc drive. Makes sense. $100 saved. Perfect. Same machine. And the Xbox.
I probably could have looked that up while you were doing that. My bad.
You could have, but
I could have. I didn't though.
You could have, but you didn't. So the Series X is $500, and the Series S is $300. So it's a more
that makes sense.
It's a bigger price difference, but I'm like, I would have rather had the same machine, and I would have paid $100 more. I just don't feel like I feel like it's a bad move to not do that.
Look, I think you and I can agree on one thing, and it's that screw it all and get a PC.
True.
Like, if you're going to buy an Xbox and a PlayStation, just go get a crappy PC.
True.
And, or save up and buy a better PC. So easy for me to say. I have a PC. I have all the consoles, whatever. But if you're stuck and you have one console that your dad bought you and he uses it half the time anyway, and it's like, you have one console, and the games that you have for that console are the games you have, and you don't have very many options. And then, and then you hear that you should have just bought the PlayStation anyway. You
Yeah.
know? I really hope those rumors aren't true.
I hope they're not true. And I will say that like I feel like console gaming shouldn't go anywhere. It's the most accessible type of gaming for everybody like out there. Like it's way easier to get your hands on something like that and get the games. And I feel like to see something go to a level of digital, it's like not like I don't like digital to the era of like the console going away is not a good thing in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I just hope that the future is bright and we can all smile and be happy. Once Phil Spencer comes out with this statement or whatever that he's supposed to come out with this coming week, hopefully we get good news and everyone's like, oh, relief. What a relief. Now that we've heard from Phil, oh, I feel so much better and there's no drama anymore and we can all smile and run across the rainbow to the other side together, holding hands and skipping. Gonna be great.
You think so? You think that's
what's gonna happen? So. I think that's what's gonna happen, guaranteed.
What if him and Jim Ryan just like, you know, leave and go on an island together and they retire, like everybody's gone and it's a new era of Xbox. No Phil Spencer, no Jim Ryan. Halo goes to PS5. No more consoles after PS5.
I think that will happen.
Gaming dies.
I think consoles are going to be a thing of the past, but I think somebody needs to make a cheap computer,
cheaper,
like just. I heard someone on a YouTube channel recently say just partition off part of the Xbox's hard drive to put Windows on it, and then let me click on a button that takes me to Windows on my Xbox, and that way I can just like open up Chrome or like Spotify on my Xbox. And then all of a sudden I have a PC, but then I can click the app for Xbox and go and play all my discs and go to the Xbox store and Game Pass and stuff. Like that seems to me like the best of both worlds, actual future and a consumer friendly price point like they can get away with. And then that can start steering us away from consoles altogether or just into a new era of consoles with higher expectations for what they can do. Like that would be an easy move for Microsoft. They own Windows. Yeah. You know?
It would
just slap it in there.
Just make it. Just do it already.
Just do the thing.
Yeah, that's a weird thing. I don't know. I don't know what the future looks like. I don't know what my take is.
It's like back in the day. PlayStation back in the day made a CRT television with a PlayStation 2 built into it.
Easy.
Genius. I don't know why it didn't take off. I feel like it should have taken off more, and we should be seeing more of them today. But
I don't know what was the price point.
I watched some obscure video. I don't know. I don't know too much. Probably.
I feel like it's always the price point. That's always the thing. Like that's why it is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the future is. I think the console market will outprice itself, and that's why we won't have consoles anymore because we're grinding to 4K, 8K, 15K. And at the end of the day, like there's people still rocking 1080p TVs, so they're not able to even play it in 4K anyway. So I don't.
And they're playing, you know, frame skippy Pokemon Scarlet Violet anyway. They're playing Pal World with, you know, glitches and things here and there. Yeah. I feel like less and less we care. Like it's only certain IP that we really care about how good it looks. I feel like maybe it's just me. But like, I want my God of War Ragnarok to look crispy, you know?
It's true.
But like Pal World, I don't care. I don't care about any glitches. It's funny.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls, funny, man.
Yeah, I don't really, I'm not like a big, like, I don't know, like graphics snob, you know what I mean? Like I've never really been at that level because I've never like had the best display or like the best thing that I'm looking at. So like that's never really bothered me. And most of the time my hardware's been like where I'm playing like on the lowest graphics, like I'm capping my frames. Like when I used to play Overwatch on PC, like Overwatch 1, like I was like capping things at like 15 frames per second so I could play.
Oh, stop. No.
On my computer, yeah. Like I was capping.
That's crazy.
I was capping things down because like I couldn't play it. Like I couldn't play it if I didn't. So everything was the lowest. Like I could get like 30 frames per second. When I got my new laptop, I was able to get like 30 frames per second. And so it's just
Big
like
upgrade.
Big upgrade. And so yeah, it's just like I don't know. Like I've never been that way, but I think like if we're gonna strive for it, they should be at least. They should be crispy.
When I look at nice graphics, it's like eye candy for me, you know? It's like I look at it and I just eat it up, but with my eyeballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it if the game's good. But most of the time the graphics are good and the game really sucks. Not with God of War Ragnarok. Game looks good. Game is good. But that's not 1-to-1 all the time.
I have my little gripes with God of War Ragnarok, but overall, yeah, very, very good.
Yeah.
You said you're pretty far in the game, like 3/4 of the way through. Do you know? Have you met the character Birgir?
Birgir. It doesn't sound familiar.
I was showing a clip on my stream from God of War Ragnarok, and I was about to spoil the hell out of something for Tooth. Cool.
Every time I saw a clip of it, I
looked away. You plugged your ears and went la 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 la.
I plugged my ears, so I just looked up this character.
No, why would you look him up? You're gonna get a spoiler right away.
No, I won't get a spoiler. Just the character name.
Okay.
On God of War wiki. I don't think I'm to him yet.
Okay. Cool.
I'm not to him yet. Yeah. I'll get there. He sucks.
Lame-o. Yeah, whole game's lame actually. End of the game, not fun anyway.
Oh, cool. I'll quit right now.
Yeah. No spoilers here. You're not gonna get anything from me.
I'll quit right now. I'm not gonna play anymore.
This reverse psychology is not gonna work on me, buddy.
I would be upset if it got spoiled because I do a pretty good job of not watching games that I might play. So
yeah,
easy.
Well, let's bust out one of these other ones because I know you put a topic here on the doc: crazy car decals, and I'm just so damn curious why you did that, why you put that there.
So I was at the store today, Walmart. I'll say the store. Went to Walmart.
No free advertisement.
Had to get something from there. And we were walking out, and I was in the middle of telling a conversation when I look over and I see this truck, and it's parked in like the handicap spot. So like I see it's like in clear vision because it's right there. It's the first spot. And on the back of the truck, on the bed of it, there's just this giant decal that's the size of the bed of the truck. That looks like the truck bed is down and that there's a dead bear in it. Like somebody had killed a bear and it's sitting in the back of their truck. And I was just like, I like stopped the conversation and I just like started stuttering to myself and like not finishing what I was saying because I was just like what is that? Why did you put that on your truck? And then then I started thinking like, what is up with all these stupid things that people put on their car? They're so in their trucks. Like it's so stupid. Like it just like sparked this whole thing. Like I was sitting behind a truck earlier today and it had a big thing on it that said going green and the truck was green. And I was like we get it. We get it. You bought a truck. It's green. I got it. It checks out. What?
That's kind of funny, but like in a punny way, you know?
Yeah,
and
but
so
the
it's kinda
whole
like
back window,
low effort.
the whole back window of your truck,
yeah,
it's huge.
Oh, wow.
The letters are this big.
Maybe they're really into recycling. You know, maybe they were on their way taking in their cans and bottles.
Nope, I saw some of their other bumper stickers. They're definitely not into that.
I have in town, there's a truck that it's very specific. And if the person that owns that truck is watching this, they'll know I'm talking about them. Because on the tailgate of the truck is it takes up the whole tailgate. And it's like you see like an old graphic t-shirt with it's like purple with a big wolf or something. It's like kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
So it's like it's Sasquatch laying down with like sexy pose with one leg up and one leg out, and there's like an American flag behind him, and then it's like, and then it fades out at the edges, and God, it's kind of cool, but also like it's like getting a dumb tattoo. It's like that's permanent. It's not as permanent for a sticker on your truck, but like that's wild to just choose to do that. You got to be really like you got to love Sasquatch.
To be honest with you, I'd rather see somebody's favorite Burger King order tattooed on their cheek than like some stupid like thing like bumper sticker like that. That's so dumb. What is wrong with you?
Do you put any bumper stickers on your car? Do you have any stickers on your car at all?
No. I mean, I have had them in the past, but they're like this big.
Yeah. Little things.
And it's something like, I don't know, like it's something dumb, but it's like this big.
Yeah.
I don't like plaster my car like a NASCAR like sponsorship of like the stupidest thing I can think of. Like,
yeah.
I once saw a whole Bible verse on the back of a car. What is like why? What is up with that?
Well, if you love Jesus,
the whole thing though.
You quote Jesus all over your car. Why not? I don't know.
The whole thing. I just don't understand. Like, I don't understand why that's the real estate you choose to like announce everything to everyone on your car.
I think it's kind of funny to like if you have a truck bed cover and then you put a sticker on the truck bed cover to make it look like there is no cover. And there's like, I think that's kind of funny if it's done right. But then you look at it from like 5 degrees in the wrong direction and it just is not, it doesn't sell it. And it like, I like the goofiness of it. And I like that people are so willing to just be themselves and do the thing and be so open about it. Like, I respect that. I wish I could be more like that in some ways. I've never put stickers on my car. I had one car that I put stickers on. And when I got it, I bought it for $400 or something. It was a 91 Camry, and it had hundreds of thousands of miles on it, multiple hundreds of thousands of miles. I just needed it for like 6 months to save up to buy a better car. Anyway, this is a long time ago, and it had a bunch of stickers on it already. So I was like, fair game. So I grabbed a bunch of stickers. I slapped a bunch of my favorite stickers on there, and I continued the thing.
Yeah.
And that I felt good about, and it was a piece of crap. It was an old piece of crap too, so it didn't matter. But ever since, I've never put a sticker on my car.
I'm thinking that I like some of them are fine, but I feel like stickers are more like the top of your laptop, a water bottle. Yeah, that's like
my desk. I have like a big collage of stickers on the corner of my desk over there.
That's fine. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. Like when you're a kid, like on your dresser. Perfect spot if your parents don't, like beat you for it. Like perfect. All that is perfect. Like I have a water bottle. Like I have stickers on the water bottle.
Yeah.
Stickers on the water bottle. It's good. It's fine.
Where do you guys put stickers? Let us know in the comments. I'm curious where you guys put stickers. If you're a big sticker on your bumper kind of person, or
if you put them there, I'm gonna roast you. I'm gonna roast you in the comments.
No. I'll hold tooth back. I'll rein him in with the leash. I'll pull the leash. If you ever do this with the tooth pull.
If you have a recycling sticker on your car and you're not driving at least a hybrid, I'm gonna roast you. Like that's it. Like it's just so dumb.
If you're driving a hybrid and you have a going green sticker, then you get a thumbs up from me.
Yeah, you get a thumbs up, and I'm still gonna roast you depending on how big the sticker is. Because we get it. Okay, you're driving a hybrid or electric vehicle. We got it. It checks out. I don't need you to tell me. But to the guy with the F-250 with the dead bear, you ruined my whole conversation. and now you're making this podcast go 18 minutes over time. And just know that you did that. Like you did that with your stupid truck sticker.
There you go.
Just so you know.
I think a whole other dimension of stickers on cars is like a full car wrap with a big anime waifu on the side.
Now, okay.
Because that's a whole different story.
That's a whole different thing. That's a different thing. That's the cars painted like that. You know what I mean?
I still don't like it myself.
No, I'm not going to do
tacky
that.
And gross.
It's super tacky, gross. But it's not a bumper sticker. That's
a big choice.
That's an investment.
The waifu mobile. That's what you're turning your car into something else at that point.
Yeah, you have neon under it. Like you played too much Need for Speed Underground 2 and you just never grew out of it, and you have adult money and we're still judging you like hard. Well, maybe not SMC, but I'm judging you hard. But that's your choice.
Depends on the anime. Depends on the waifu, I suppose.
Is there one?
If you have a bad choice of waifu,
Which one?
then I'm gonna roast you. Sure.
Yeah, which one's acceptable?
Oh, there's plenty. Plenty are acceptable.
You have a Nissan Skyline.
You
have a Nissan Skyline. You're going into the garage to get it wrapped. You already put blue neon glow under it. Which one?
I just wouldn't do it.
Which one?
If I had a neon Skyline, I would make it OG classic Skyline blue.
Okay.
And no underglow. It would actually be a sleeper build, so it wouldn't even look fancy. It would just have a nice paint job.
He would have a waifu wrap on it. He would.
No, I have the waifu wrap in my head. My brain is wrapped in waifu.
Your whole
Can
brain?
we end this show? I feel like I'm being interrogated. There's a light in my face.
And I feel like there is.
No, look, I don't even like waifus. I'm not even into anime. I don't like anime.
No, you said it was wrapped around your whole head. So
lame.
your brain is wrapped in waifu. You said it.
So lame, bro.
You said it.
You like anime? Grow up.
All right, I'm out of here. I'm going to going into my Apple Vision Pro world. See you guys later.
Hey, look, mustacheridepod@gmail.com, okay? If you ever want to contact us, or just join the Discord if you want to contact us a little easier on there.
Don't contact us. I'm tired of people contacting us, honestly.
Let me know who your favorite waifu is, and I'll let you know if I approve of it. Because I'm, of course, the final answer to all
waifus.
Waifu conversations. That's sure, man, cool, you know? You can also reach us on our personal Twitch, Twitter, YouTube channels. All those links down in the description below. Anything else? Any final words, Tooth? Did I forget anything in the outro? No, I think I'm good.
I don't think so. Make sure you guys vote in our next poll that we put up after we discuss the characters. So it'll likely be the next episode we'll release the poll after we show you the characters.
Maybe it'll be like your favorite of the characters.
Which ones are the favorite? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll see you guys next time, though. Until then, shoo-ba-doo, shoo-ba-doo-ba-doo.
That's not what we talked about.